How you guys doing today? I got a nice, pretty cool haul here for you guys of some cool ass stuff because this is another installment of my birthday haul. This one's different because this is about all the stuff I got on an out of town trip I made. Um, so I want to show you all that. So next few haul videos will be about like things I ordered with birthday money and other things like that. But this stuff is about some stuff I got. All right, let's get into it. So basically, I made 2 trips out of town. The first trip, well, not 2 trips. We made 1 trip out of town, but I went 2 places. I wanted to go to Funko Hollywood because I've never been to Funko Hollywood. I've never been to that store. I love Funko Pops, as you can tell. I have a ton of them. I collect them. You guys know this. And so I wanted to go. And I want to do the experience, make my own Funko Pops, look around, all that stuff. You know, so I did that. Saved up the money so I could do a little spending spree in there, right? And then I am a museum junkie, so this year I was like, all right, I never do anything for my birthday. The last couple of years, it was just me watching movies, didn't really do anything. So then I said, all right, we'll go to LA, we'll do that, and then we'll go to the Academy of Motion Pictures and Sciences Museum, and we did that. And it was super fun. Funko Hollywood was not as amazing as I thought it would be. I'm not discounting it or anything. It was an awesome thing. There's tons of cool displays. We you kind of get lost in there because there's so much. I kind of rushed through there because I just wanted to not spend too much money, and I still spent a lot, but it was pretty cool. There's tons of cool displays. There's tons of cool items, rare items. I'll show you some items that are a little bit rarer, harder to find that I found there, and you can make yourself a Funko Pop. There's cool stuff. I'm surprised that there are actually sales in there because I thought it would be all over price since it is like Funko the company in their store. You know what I mean? Like, so Funko could price gouge you because they're Funko, right? But actually they're pretty reasonable, and we'll get into that. And then the Academy of Motion Picture Sciences Museum was awesome. We go there. And it's about like 4 layers. And the first layer, I don't remember too much about it, but there's some cool stuff, I guess. Second layer was awesome. You get to see like some of the Godfather stuff from the Godfather. They actually had like the prop of the horse head from the Godfather. That was pretty cool. And they had like part of the set of Vito Corleone's office or whatever. I think I remember them right. Time since I watched The Godfather and you actually watch those again. Anyways, they had all that stuff, really cool. The third layer, oh my god, was awesome. So they had like so much animation stuff. They had like cells from Thief and the Cobbler. They had displays from the like original Pinocchio, like the Disney one, and then they had the like actual stop motion puppets from the new Pinocchio. With Del Toro, and they had like some of the sets and things like that from that movie. They had like some Wall-E stuff. It was pretty awesome stuff. Then you go over to the next room, and it's all these like amazing like costumes and things from like really cool movies. Like they had the Amphibian Man costume from the Shape of Water. They had like some of the effects from American Werewolf in London. They had some Star Wars stuff, like they had a big C-3PO on display. You got to see the Storm costume from X-Men that Halle Berry wore. They had the amazing Spider-Man suit, which, say what you will about those movies, that suit is really cool either way. But yeah, just so much cool stuff. I mean, we kind of got lost in there. And then the next floor was totally dedicated to John Waters. It was kind of an experience. It felt weird going there with my parents because, they're not familiar as John Waters as I am. And I'm sure that they would not like any of his films other than maybe Crybaby or Hairspray. But guy's kind of a weird guy. His films are known for being very weird, sexual, and gross. So there's like scenes of like sex and violence and on display in these rooms of this movie and of these movies, and yet they're like, I'm with my family. It just felt very awkward, but it was cool. I love John Waters, so very cool stuff. Let's start with the stuff I got in the museum because I only got a couple things because I didn't want to spend too much money on there, and I didn't want to regret anything. First thing I got, they had some A24 stuff like from that you could only get on the A24 shop, but they got it there, and I saw this box of hot dog fingers from Everything Everywhere at Once. If you don't know this movie, this is gonna seem really bizarre, but it's a great thing for this movie. You get box here. It's got the nutrition facts, hot dog fingers, brought to you by the Daniels. Together, life can be delicious, as seen in Everything Everywhere all at Once. It's just really cool. It actually looks like a box of like hot dogs, but it's actual like hot dog fingers. I'm not opening this up because I don't want to like damage this beautiful box and display piece, but that's super cool. So I grabbed that, and then I grabbed one thing I like to do. I don't know if anyone else likes to do this. I have a pin board. Every museum, every cool like location I go to, I try to grab pin. Same thing with like zoos I go to, things like that. So I grabbed a Universal Studios pin. Or not Universal Studios, Academy of Motion Picture and Sciences museum pin. Really cool. Grab that one. And then I grabbed a John Waters pin. Written, and it says written by and directed by John Waters. I bought that because they had John Waters display. I love John Waters. And yeah, I thought that was a really cool thing to pick up. So I grabbed both those for my pin board. And these are honestly super cool pins. They might be two of my new favorite pins right now. I love these. But yeah, really cool. Now we'll get into the other stuff. All this other stuff came from the Funko store. First thing I grabbed is I made a Funko Pop of me at the Funko store, which is pretty cool. And I gave myself a little Freddy, and yeah, I'm surprised actually how much it kind of looks like me, but also kind of doesn't. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Of course, I got a little protector and a pop box. I think what's weird is the plastic does not like actually hold your figure into place like a normal Funko Pop would. Like if you can see it there's a lot of space in there. So I don't know, but pretty cool to have if you're a Funko Pop collector, because you have you as a Funko Pop. And it was pretty reasonable too. It was like $35. It was 30 without the protector, but with the protector it was 35. So it ended up being like with tax and everything, like less than $40. And that's pretty reasonable, I would say. If you're a huge fan and you like doing that stuff. And I think if you're going to Funko Hollywood or the one in New York, you got to do that just for the fun of it. Next thing I got was my grandma and my mom actually pitched in to get me this Indiana Jones Loungefly backpack. I've never got one of these, but this was on sale. It was the last one. I really wanted it because I know I'll actually use it. I go out and about a lot, and it would help me carry some of my stuff, especially when I'm going on the bus, and it's just really cool. I love Indiana Jones, so thank you for them to getting this for me. Just really appreciate that. Gorgeous. Of course, you got Indy all over it, and it looks like a map of like his adventures and stuff. Pretty cool stuff there. So I wish they'd do more with the Indiana Jones property, because honestly, when they start putting out those Indiana Jones pops, I got way more than I thought I would. Anyways, I got this is only last two non-Funko items. The rest are Funko Pops. I got Joan Jett, a Funko Gold figure. I don't know why, but this one I never went up for pre-order on Amazon, and that's where I pre-order my figures most of the time. And yeah, so I never got this one, and this is the last Funko Gold I really wanted. I don't think they're gonna make these anymore, honestly. It didn't seem like they sold really well. I think the musician ones are the best ones, and those are the ones I was collecting. A lot of the sports ones were too generic, and there's just too many of them, and I don't really care about sports. But I got Joan Jett, and that's pretty cool. I love her stuff. So then I got this Oswald the Lucky Rabbit t-shirt. Here's the shirt. I'm not gonna box it, I guess, because I'm not gonna change shirt on camera. So there's that. Then I grabbed this one, and this is what I mean when I'm saying I'm surprised how much there was deals. This is a WonderCon exclusive that was, I think, only exclusive to the Funko Shop, if I remember right. It was $5 on clearance there. And I know Ant-Man and the Wasp, not a great movie, but I really enjoyed Bill Murray cameoing in the movie, and so I thought this was really cool to have. And there's rumors of him coming back with Jeff Goldblum in Marvel stuff, which, like, yes, please, I do love that. So, I don't know, $5 for this guy is pretty cool. Why not? Then, because I was there, I thought I definitely wanted to grab a Funko Hollywood exclusive while I was there, so I grabbed the Hatchbot Ghost, Glow in the Dark. I actually enjoyed the new Haunted Mansion movie. I've seen it a couple times. It's not my favorite or anything. It's a good movie, but I think it is more solid than people that on it. And the Glow in the Dark on this thing looks great. And I wish more people saw the movie, so we maybe could get more out of that. But, yeah, I thought definitely cool to actually have a Funko Hollywood exclusive. I grabbed this one. I've been eyeing this one for a while. I don't know why I never grabbed it, but I figured because I was there. Cocaine Bear with leg. Look at that guy. He ate a whole foot and put it in his mouth. It's all bloody. I love it. It sounds so funny because if you don't know, a lot of people don't know because they can't see on my camera. I have one leg, so it's funny because he has a leg in his mouth. So I guess I know what happened to my leg. Fucking Cocaine Bear took it. Why not? Cool as fuck. And then I grabbed Mary Poppins. This is vaulted, I believe. They don't make this one anymore, and they haven't done any updated Mary Poppins ones other than her with the merry-go-rounds, which are cool, don't get me wrong, but there's something just iconic about this look, and I don't know, I saw it sitting there, and honestly, I didn't watch Mary Poppins until last year for, like, the first time, and as soon as I watched it, I was like, why have I not seen this movie before? This is one of my all-time favorite movies now. It's probably my top 20 favorite movies. You know, it's iconic, it's classic. I know this is kind of that older pop design that people don't really like. I don't know, but something about it looks good to me. If they do some updated ones, I'll probably snag that too. But, I don't know. So, there was just something special to me about this Mary Poppins that was calling me. So, I snagged her. And I snagged the Cocaine Bear. And, yeah. So, I grabbed all these really cool pops, cool souvenirs from some really cool places. Yeah, and I think next year we're going to go back to LA, do some different museums, and that's going to be really cool. I think I might try to do that every year, because, you know, LA has so many different museums, too. Like, literally right behind the museum we were at was, like, other museums. So, like, you know, we could just gone from one museum to the other museum. There's the Science Museum, there's the Getty Museum, there's the Art Museum, there's all these different museums. You can go do that nonstop, and, you know, obviously we didn't want to overcrowd the day, so we just did two things. But next year we'll probably do like two different museums. I mean, you know, by the time we got done, it was like 3 o'clock, and then we had to go home, and it was 5 o'clock, and all that stuff. It's a long day, but it was definitely worth it, and I gotta get ready to go back to work tomorrow. So I'm glad we didn't overcrowd the day too much anyways, because I would have hated coming back at like 8 o'clock and be like, oh, blah, 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 you know. Yeah, I still haven't had dinner yet, so I'm gonna go do all that. And yeah, it was an awesome day. So let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.